Good morning.
Okay, my name is Miss Innah, and today we will be doing the life cycle of a butterfly. So, today, before we get started, we will actually have two activities. Before we start, we will read the book, The Hungry Caterpillar. How many of you have read The Hungry Caterpillar before? Okay, so the great thing about today is we will actually be having it read to us through a video. But before we start, boys and girls, do you guys remember earlier within the year we did a KWL chart? Do you remember what a KWL chart is?
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me what the K is in the KWL chart? Lauren? No. Okay, good job. The K stands for no. Can anybody tell me what the W stands for? Mark?
Want to know?
Yes, good job. Want to know. And last but least, the L. Tanya? Learn. So, before we start our lesson, we will actually be doing the first two parts, which is the K and the W. So, what do we know about butterflies already? Can anybody just give me, okay? Good. Insects. Anybody else? Okay.
Can you say that now?
Before they are butterflies in the
Good job. Good answer. Okay. Anybody else? Mark?
Dragonfly.
Great answer. Great. I'll just put in the wings because that's what
They are in a cocoon or they spin a cocoon.
Good job. We will actually be talking more about that. That's actually one of the stages. Okay.
And I think it's something about like larva or something. I think that might be a stage.
Oh, I'm impressed because of LED. All right, so now, on to the W. What would you guys like to learn, well, what do you want to learn about butterflies? Anybody? Just give me one interesting.
How long should they live?
Oh. Yes, that's what they eat. Oh, good job. Great answer. I mean, question.
I really didn't know.
Interesting. Okay, so I think that'll be all for right now, okay? But if anybody has any more questions, this is what I want you to do. I want you to reach up. Everybody reach up. All right, I want you to catch it and put it in your brain bubble, okay? All right. Okay, so this is the agenda, which was first, I welcome you class. And the introduction of the theme, which is butterflies. The subject is actually science for first grade. And I'll just read the behavior objective, which is students will be able to identify the 4 stages of a butterfly's life cycle by drawing and labeling the stages of a butterfly's life cycle in order to understand metamorphosis. Okay? So if everybody has their packets, I would like you to turn to the first slide. I don't actually have that PowerPoint with me, but I printed it out for you guys. And it says life cycles. I want you to turn to the page. It says 1 on the bottom. This life cycles. And it just tells you right here what metamorphosis is. It is a series of life stages that an insect goes through to become an adult. Butterflies have 4 stages during their life cycle. Okay? I want you guys to remember that. So now we will listen to the read aloud, which is the Hungry Caterpillar. We will go into our activity, and then there'll be if there's any questions or concerns. This is the life cycle. I want you. We'll come back to it, but that's just a quick glimpse. Okay, and then once again, we will read the book. The book will be read to us. I want you to listen carefully for anything new. So we can put it where? Good job. In our learn section, okay? So I want you to do is catch. Remember, catch. Catch any new facts and put it where? In your brain bubble. Good job. Answer this carefully. It is very well. Can boys and girls? Oh, show me there. No. Okay. How do you switch this?
Can you, like, go into where you found it?
Alright, and then you said
Important security message.
no.
Please call the number provided as soon as possible. You will be invited for the removal of any adware, spyware, or virus from data.
Alright, boys and girls, we actually had technical difficulties, so we will actually just turn to our packet where it says life cycles, and we will actually look at the life cycles on the page, okay? So the first stage is the egg. Can anybody tell me more about that? It's actually on the page 2. Can I have a volunteer to read stage 1, please? On page 2. Okay,
Stage 1, the egg. Found on the underside of milkweed leaves, tiny, round, and oval in shape and size. Hatches in 3 to 5 days when the weather is warm.
Okay, so the egg, which is the first stage, is basically the caterpillar, but it's not developed yet. It's an egg, and it hatches in 3 to 5 days when the weather is warm. So you won't catch the caterpillar actually hatching in the winter or anything like that. Okay, so can I have someone read stage 2? Yes.
Okay. Stage 2, the caterpillar or larva. It's long and worm-like. It's usually brightly colored with an interesting pattern. It sheds its skin a couple of times because it's growing bigger, and it stays a caterpillar for about 14 days.
Okay, so the caterpillar. How many of you have seen a caterpillar before? Okay, did you guys know that it actually stays about a caterpillar for 14 days? Did anyone know that?
No.
So where will that go?
Learn.
In the learn. Okay. Now stage 3. Can I have a volunteer, please, for stage 3? Lauren?
Transformation stage. What's the first one? I don't know the C word.
Crystal.
The chrysalis. The transformation stage. Caterpillar spins a cocoon, a silk covering, made when a caterpillar spins silk and attaches itself to a branch. Starts out a green color and turns brown and orange. Takes 10 to 12 days for the butterfly to be ready. Butterfly.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Butterfly emerging from the chrysalis.
Okay, so that actually answers one of our questions. Well, sort of answers one of our questions. How do they get their colors? It first starts out green and then it turns brown and orange during the chrysalis stage, okay, which is stage 3. All right, and the last stage. Can I have someone? Okay, Mark.
Adult butterfly. The butterfly is fully developed. It doesn't grow anymore. It can only eat liquids usually lives for 14 to 42 days.
Okay? So in the last stage, that actually answered 2 more questions in our want section, which is how long do they live and what they eat. So adult butterflies can only eat liquids, and they usually live for 14 to 42 days. Boys and girls, does that sound like a long time to live? Does that sound like a long life period? No, so butterflies don't live very long. Okay? Okay, so now, I want you to turn to the page that says butterflies. It's a sheet. Okay, it has a butterfly and it has 4 stages right here. Okay? Everybody on that sheet? It says butterflies at the very top. Now, what I have for you is a sheet. I want you to cut out the circles below and, I'm sorry?
She didn't have one.
Oh, there should be more than enough. Oh, okay. And what I want you to do is cut out the bottom, and I want you to place them at the top where the butterfly is in the correct order. Now, before I hand you these scissors, we're going to go over the rules and procedures, okay? So can anybody tell me the correct way to hold a scissor? To hold a pair of scissors. All right. Good job, Lauren, okay? So boys and girls, I don't want to see anybody holding like this. This is the incorrect way, okay? This is the correct way to hold scissors, okay? Now, everybody will get 1 pair of scissors, and you will actually have to share the glue sticks, okay? Now, I want them back. Right, boys and girls?
We're going to do some.
Okay. Yes. You can start right away as soon as you get your scissors. Oh, no, we should. There it is.
Wait, that she said, wow. Yeah, you should have cut it off. Okay, yeah. Well, wait a minute. Oh, go ahead. Okay. Those keys you see. I never wanted to eat things, so
Okay, so while you're quietly cutting out your pictures and pasting them in the correct order, can I have 4 volunteers, please? Come on, don't be shy.
to do it.
Everybody's an artist, remember? Okay, we're going to draw the 4 stages of the life cycles of a butterfly, okay? So I just need 4 volunteers. Okay, so if nobody wants to volunteer, I will volunteer for you. Sherelle, Tanya, can you please join Mr. Elliott and Lauren?
I'm glowing.
What not you? We're just going to draw the 4 stages,
She didn't
okay?
ask you to talk back.
Can I look at my paper?
Yes, you can use your paper, okay? Now, there's no right or wrong, okay? You can draw the name, if that's what you remember. You can draw a picture, okay? You can draw a fact of what we just learned in the stage. Okay, go ahead.
And I was
Remember, everybody's an artist, okay? There's no right or wrong. No problem.
She like how long is that?
All right, so let's just have a review, guys. All right, everybody look up, please. Scissors down, eyes forward. Okay, so what is the first stage again, class? The eggs, okay? And the second stage? Caterpillar. The third stage? Cocoon. And the fourth stage? The adult butterfly. All right, good job. Now, because of time and technical difficulties, we was going to recreate the hungry caterpillar and write the story again as a class, but we will have to actually save that for next class, okay? Now, when you go home, what I want you to do is, I want you to, if you live near a library or if you have a computer at home, what I want you to do is go with an adult or guardian, and you're going to look up the site, it's printed for you, okay? And what you're going to do is have a parent or guardian read it to you and just go over the facts that we actually learned today in class, okay? Now, also in your packet, if you look, there's actually a worksheet which I would use for the groups, and actually this worksheet was going to be for the basics, the proficient. And basically what it was a template, and they were just going to go back and actually draw a picture and label each stage just like we did here. You're going to do it on your paper here, and there was actually a cheat sheet for you back here for anyone who needed support. Okay, but this was actually going to be a group activity for my proficient students, but because of time, we just did it as a whole class. All right? And are there any questions and concerns? That concludes my lesson. Okay, thank you.